to me before.
That's what they all say.
I tightened it.
They say that too. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the
Hi.
show. I'm Marijuana Man. This is From Under the Sea Desk. Every Wednesday here in Vancouver, we do this.
We hang.
And by we, I mean we. Me and Kush Queen.
Hi.
Here
Hola,
today.
hola.
She's not in between anything today.
Nope.
No, out here all by herself. She's out there today.
I am.
Al couldn't join us under some sort of not his house arrest.
Oh, yeah, right.
So, yeah, grounded again.
Grounded again.
Yes.
Mommy didn't let him out.
Mom caught him smoking weed. Don't know how that would happen, but
So funny.
so yeah, we'll miss his quips and quotes.
Yeah, we miss you already, Al.
We do, though, have the Chronic Susan joining us.
She looks very happy today.
She does look voluptuous,
Very.
I would have to say. And Bruce Banner, number something, number one, number two, it's hard to know. But some good weed, I gotta say. I quite enjoy it. It reminds me of Chem Dog. But Bruce Banner, I don't know. The comic book, Bruce Banner turns into the Incredible Hulk.
So this will make you turn into the Hulk.
Well, I never thought about it that way. I just thought it was a lame name because that was the most boring
lame.
part of the comic was Bruce Banner.
You think he's boring?
Well, yeah.
Why?
Because he's
the
not
Hulk?
the Incredible Hulk. Who cares about a guy? He just got hit by gamma rays. And
But
you
without
can't
him, there is no Hulk.
That's true, but you can't wait for him to get out of the way till the Hulk comes out, right? You go, okay.
Hurry up and turn into the Hulk already.
Yeah,
This is
so-
fucking boring.
Very true. That doesn't hurt to be a doctor.
And what do doctors have? Money! Just kidding.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Well,
why girls like doctors.
so yeah, here it is, another Wednesday, late October.
Yeah, it's the 26th today.
The leaves are beginning to turn here in Vancouver. It happens a little later than most of the rest of the place, but oh yeah, it's all blustery now to blow the leaves off the trees. Nature knows what to do.
Yep.
Get windy now. Get those leaves off the trees. Get those shopkeepers out there sweeping. Every one of them sweeping up the leaves.
right?
They
For real.
hate the leaves so much. But yeah, it's going along pretty good. Last weekend out in Toronto, they had the Karma Cup. I heard some reports, not too many. Mr. Cookie
good
won a
things.
trophy for his MJ creams, got a first prize,
Good.
and a second prize for some rosin entry that he might have had as well.
Oh, good for you.
That's all I know so far, but apparently everybody had a good time. They had to move location because the city came down on them. But they did that, and it all worked out. Maybe we'll hear more about it from somebody else. Jer will probably have an update, and Craig, too, on Thursday, I would have to
Well,
think.
they were there, so I would hope so.
Yeah,
See, we weren't there,
They
so
were-
there's not much we can say.
they were flown out there to give you an update. Now, some good news here in Vancouver. David Malmo Levine, our good friend, owns the Stressed and Depressed Dispensary that last week was robbed at gunpoint by some thugs. And apparently
By some fucking losers.
three suspects have been arrested in the case.
Good.
And none of them were David, which is really like so good. Very rarely is there a scenario going on where people getting arrested where David Malmo Levine is that it's not him getting arrested. So I'm very, because I saw him, he was just here a minute ago. But so yeah, they arrested three people. They are what? They even list their names. Darnell from Medicine Hat, Hosea from Calgary, and Corey from Surrey. All in their 20, 26, 28-year range. All three have been charged with robbery with a firearm as well as various other charges. Various other charges. Don't know what those are.
Police. And what police is it? The Vancouver police? Because I hear they're not giving Malmo his weed back.
It is Vancouver.
Now that's some fucking bullshit.
Yes, the police said they will be returning the stolen cash to David, but because marijuana is an illegal substance, the recovered product
That your
will
city is like
be destroyed.
in the process of regulating. That's fucking an abomination.
Yeah, really. David said we could really use the weed.
Well, yeah, they're stressed the fuck out.
Right.
Stressed and depressed.
So
Fuck.
that's pretty much
Well,
a
I hope
shame.
Malmo fights really hard to get that weed back because it belongs to him and to be sold to the people who need it, not just to sit in some fucking evidence office for the cops to smoke.
Well, they actually said it's going to be destroyed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Well, and another complication, too, is that David's in the process of applying to the city for his business license at that location. And this may well complicate that application with a police and robbery at gunpoint kind of thing going on. So that's not too good. It's fucked up. Now, the city shouldn't charge you a dime if the cops that they pay for aren't going to look after your weed. Like, really? What's the $30,000 license get you?
Straight up.
Like, what's in it for anybody to even want to pay that if they're just going to say, oh, it's illegal and do whatever they want to you? Holy fuck.
Fuckers.
So, yeah, I don't know. There's a fourth suspect out there, but a lot of this came about because David, through the use of his security cameras, put up pictures on Facebook of. And he did so to warn other dispensaries to keep an eye out for these people if they're coming around. But as it turned out, the community kind of banded together and really sought these people out, and it helped a great deal in bringing these suspects to the police at any rate. So, but the police they didn't complain, but they whined a little bit about that. Here's what they said. He said, one of the problems that the police face and the reason we hold off sometimes from providing info like security video if we are because they become inundated with tips, and it can be a very lengthy process to go through all that. Really, just a little too lengthy to do your job.
Wow. Check that out.
Yeah, the girls like them long ones, apparently.
Lengthy.
Well, I'm totally surrounded by women in here today. Thanks for not being here, Al. Oh, no. I'm sorry, J-Mac. Hey, called me Al.
Fuck you, J-Mac. That's not his name.
He'll always remember that Al said that to him, so that's okay. Yeah, J-Mac's here too, but he was on the couch. I couldn't see
He was
him.
hiding.
Yeah.
Good, as it should be.
But a lot of women in the house, I'll say that. So the energy's a lot different.
The energy is different here.
Is there a lot of people in the chat? You can join the chat if you
Hello,
like.
chat.
The chat, we don't get to see it. But the Facebook chat. Well,
Let's have a look-see.
wish we
What's
had
everyone
like
on
a-
Facebook
like an
saying?
ancient-
I don't like how low I have to do this to talk. Can we
get-
lift up my
We
mic,
should be
maybe?
able to get that up for
Like
you.
up here?
So yeah, we hope David has good luck figuring that
Oh,
all
there you
out,
go.
and it all comes around
You're
into his
smart.
favor.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, look at all the chatters there.
There I am. Hello, everybody.
Let's see.
That's so much better. Look what we look like.
Wow. Well, I don't know.
Wow, this is just so exciting.
I can barely see it, but maybe we'll get something from him.
Hi, Florida. I caught that one.
Florida's in the house. Florida's up. A lot of states are looking to legalize marijuana this coming November. So I hope a whole bunch of them do. It's a very complicated issue, of course, everywhere. These propositions that they...
It's making me dizzy.
There's a lot.
can't
We
do
do appreciate you joining in the chat and hope you have fun
I think
chatting.
I made the camera really fucked up, though.
Yeah.
You tell me. You tell me.
Oh yeah, for sure, it's fucked up. But
Oh, that was epic. That would have been... If someone was there, though, that would have been even better.
That would've been
Just
better.
boom in their face.
Excuse us.
Oh, excuse me.
that's why we don't have many guests, or none will come on the show.
Yeah, we just freaking ash all in their face. Sorry.
Well, one time, a long time ago at the seed desk, a woman came in, and she had a tiny little bird in a cage, a little round ball cage.
Yeah.
And at one point asked me if it'd be all right to let the bird out of the cage, and I said, yeah. And the bird went from the cage instantly into the ashtray, fucking threw all the ashes all over the place, made a huge mess. She was all embarrassed, caged the bird back up. A little while later, she said, do you think it'd be all right if we did it, try it again? And I said, yeah. And she was way further away, and she opened that ball, and that bird made a beeline for that ashtray and made the same fucking mess again.
Wow. It's like they like to make messes.
In the ashtray
That's
were,
pretty cool, though.
but in the ashtray there was seeds.
Oh.
We're forgiving.
That's the
we're
main part of the story.
forgiving the bird now, aren't we? Yeah, he'd seen the seeds from his little cage long before anybody even knew that he was in the room, probably, and which was kind of funny. So it reminded me of that. Now, David Malmo's trying to get his weed back, and there's an... Hey, it's 4:20. Welcome to the high moment of the day. Let me light a joint. Hope you're all being able to light up at work and such, wherever you
Happy
are.
420.
If you're watching at school.
If you're driving.
Or if you're in an odd church service on a Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, no.
Light up. Yeah.
I'm like, now I have short hair.
You're so
I'm bundled today.
adaptable.
I am like a chameleon.
You are. So here's another medical marijuana grower who wants the RCMP to pay for the pot they seized from him. Guy named William Brady is out in Cape George, Antigonish County, out in Nova Scotia, and the police is fully signed up medical marijuana user with Health Canada and has every right to have these plants, but they take them away from him. And this will actually be the second time that he's had to sue the police to get the money and or his stuff back, even though he's a legal marijuana grower licensed by Health Canada. They come in and they take his weed and all his money and his plants, and he has to sue them, and then they give the money back. Like, what the fuck is that? RCMP.
Yeah.
Wow. So he's out there again, having to do all this, and it sucks. Especially, here we are this close to probably legalizing marijuana in some way, shape, or form. And these RCMP are busting guys with Health Canada fucking licenses. And then fucking them
Just
over.
fucking busting them like that, eh?
Like, how big could this place be? The Cape George, Antigonish County. That sounds small. Do you think? Does that sound like a big city? No.
Maybe Buddy needs to move.
There's fucking
But he needs to move out of there.
3 RCMP in the town, probably, and they know everybody. They certainly know this guy. They know he's a weed grower, and they know he's licensed by Health Canada. Why the fuck would they keep doing that to him? I hope that he gets a chance to just sue the shit out of them for the aggravation.
For the hassle.
So Halloween, the big danger day's coming up, where kids are killed every Halloween by marijuana given to them in infused candies. Aye. All
Someone have a
the
spare elastic. My hair is bugging me.
all the infused easy bake ovens they get, the easy.
1 minute.
That'd be a good commodity, I think, or a product is easy wake and bake oven for the kids. Right? Infuse your own stuff, take it to school.
Why wait till you wake? You could do it all day long.
Well, if you had a timer, it could be ready when ding wakes you up and the muffins are ready and off you go.
Nap's over.
Now, every year out there, the big hue and cry at this time of year is that the kids will get infused marijuana candies in Halloween when they're out begging for sweets. As they're dragged from house to stranger's house begging for sweets, they may get something bad. Holy fuck. What a crazy world. Nobody in their right mind is going to give kids infused marijuana candies because they're fucking expensive. Way expensive. Oh, tell your friends that this guy's giving away big chunks of gold. Let's line up there. Oh, he's giving out $100 bills. Not happening. These kids are, if lucky, are getting discount, if lucky. They're getting discount Walmart crap.
I know.
Right? It just seems so laughable. Even if, in my mind, if they got an infused candy from somebody, some kind individual, it'd do them some good, quite frankly. But each year, this is the big danger. Never once in the history of histories has a kid ever received anything bad from anybody, not anybody, but not at Halloween. All right, there's been no razor blades, there's been no poison, there's been no infused candies. It's always only ever been a warning. Now, the only kids that have ever actually run into any problem at Halloween was through a relative. All right, it's a relative is the one that has poisoned them. So the headline should read that watch out for your relatives at Halloween. Don't take any candy from your aunt. Like, seriously, more aunts have killed kids at Halloween than fucking anyone else.
I have not.
No shit.
How about the creepy clowns?
Creepy clowns have gotten a bad name.
I know, I love clowns. Even the creepy ones.
Yeah. They
Because
no.
I like to be scared.
Creepy clowns are ruining Halloween for less creepy clowns. Even creepier clowns. Like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's been a sad industry for a long time. Clowns have always scared me, particularly small town clowns. Yeah, right. Like guys who are just
They're the most psycho.
they're
man,
the
yeah.
only clown in town, and they're drinking out in the back and stuff. No, I don't know. The world's stupid, is what it comes down to. They want to ban anything that they don't
They don't understand.
They don't like, right? And I'm surprised that no creepy clown has been picked off by a gunshot in the United States somewhere.
I think they are getting
what
shot
the
now.
Fuck do you people carry guns for
be
if it's
honest.
not creepy clowns? What the hell do they need to be attacked by or crept around by to shoot at? Like, who would be a creepy clown if they heard that another creepy clown got shot? Just hit him in the leg. But come on. Pick one off.
Shoot him right in the dick. Fucking come after me. Don't come after
Well,
me, you
well, we're
creepy
not-
clown. Find somebody else. You're gonna get shot right in the dick.
Nobody's
Nope.
nobody's
Nope.
suggesting. No, wait. No one is suggesting that these are all guys.
Shoot you right in the vagina then.
There you go.
Twice in the tits.
Here on Ladies' Day at the
Hey,
show.
J-Mac
except for
laughs at the
J-Mac.
tits but tells me no about the dick. I'm not into that. Figure it out. That's sexist. I'm not into that.
See how different it is here on the
Stand
show
up
today.
for my rights.
So, here's a question for everyone.
You don't have to say you're sorry, J-Mac. It's not a big deal. Can I have a rollie?
Al never lights my joint.
We found a new Al.
So, here's something I've wondered about myself for a long time, and I found a little article about it, and it says, will I get high if I hold in my hit longer? Ever since I started smoking weed, the idea was to take a puff and hold it in as long as you could, really. And nobody knew why necessarily. You just didn't want to take a chance that you weren't getting enough, right?
This is so stupid.
And
Come
that's
on.
and virtually what everyone still does today. You see the giant bong tokes. They hold their breath and blow it all out. But somebody...
Yeah, but the ones that aren't holding them in are getting just as high as the ones holding them in, just not dead after.
Well,
Literally.
That's very true. But here's what
I get just as high.
what they were talking about. It says, holding cannabis smoke in your lungs for a long time doesn't make your lungs absorb more THC, right?
Thanks, James.
And they figured out that in about 3 to 7 seconds, you're not getting any more THC into your lung than that. 3 to 7 seconds. What just happened?
3 to 7 seconds. That's all
3
you
to
had.
7 seconds, and
3
my
to 7
joint,
seconds, and
my
then the
joint
joint's
is
gone, man.
gone. If you don't pass it, and
I'm rolling us one.
I go to roll another one, and my papers just disappear. Here, I'll just put it in here.
No, hang on. I'm almost done, I swear.
Wait, I'm confused.
And this was given to me as a rolling paper.
He doesn't. No, he won't. Wait.
That would not repair a tire on the Coquihalla in midnight, if necessary. This one's bigger, same kind of stuff, though. Eh?
Look at him.
And you can hear the...
He likes them thicker. Look how thick they are. It's okay. We have horse blankets. We're good, Janice. Horse blankets. I love that.
yes.
The old
And
school hoe. She did it. Come on, do it.
it's because they're made with horse, not because they're thick.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Gross.
The glue, the paper, it's all horse.
What's up? What's the gross now? Jeez.
Paper's being made of horse.
It's all natural. Except for some other stuff they put in that isn't horse.
No.
The non-horse part.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of rolling papers. But this business about holding your breath and whether or not you get any higher, there's little air sacs in your lung called alveoli.
Areola. Just kidding.
That's what exactly.
I'm sorry. That's totally.
What I hoped
I
you
don't
would
know.
say.
It made me think of that.
Me too.
The way you said it.
No, that's what I was thinking the whole time I was saying it.
You read Greg's mind.
Alveola.
That's where that came from.
Alveoli. Sorry.
Because of all the women in the
I
ring,
led you
right?
to that. But
Can I get a lighter? Fuck. Oh my god.
the alveoli, which is not a pasta, as it turns out either. Oh, the alveoli with fucking white,
Get that with the rose sauce, chicken,
with a
some
little,
asparagus.
some oxygen on the side. But those little air sacs absorb whatever you breathe into your lungs. Could be air, smoke, carbon monoxide, whatever. Nitrogen, nitrous oxide. That's fun when you do that. And once those little
Balloons
air
and
sacs are
dabs.
filled, there's nothing more for your lungs to do. They literally cannot absorb anything else. And that takes 3 to 5 seconds to fill up your lungs with whatever you got in there. And if it's not oxygen, you'll start getting. Now that's why you get so lightheaded when you hold your breath for a long time with a big toke. You get all dizzy and lightheaded. It's giving you the idea you're getting higher, but not possible. Plus, the big giant toke you took, you just wasted it all by blowing it all back out.
That's how I don't understand how those people do those crazy videos, like where they take like 5 dabs and then like a huge bong toke and then like chug a beer and then another dab and then quick another shot and then exhale. It's like, what the fuck, man? That's crazy. Like, it literally blows my mind because, like, I can barely hold my breath for, like, 5 seconds. I'm like, like, need air. Oh, my God. I don't know. It's
No.
crazy.
So,
Impressive.
I don't know what to tell you.
You can't do that?
What? Yeah, but there's no point.
See, but I can't even just do it, even for no point. My body can't do it. My lungs can't handle that. It's
3
crazy.
tokes on a joint, you're not going to get any higher after that. That's been my study, and that's my conclusion.
I've always thought that, though, personally.
Like,
that-
really.
Holding in does nothing except for make you just...
And smoking more does
Die.
nothing after you reach as high as you're going to get off this type of marijuana. Right?
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
I don't know. You don't keep getting higher and higher the more you smoke. There's a point when you're smoking where you just get that high, right? So,
I don't know.
don't
That's
hold
what
your
I did
breath.
in California, because I had such little pot. Every toke I held in, and it was windy in the desert, so I had like a pot container, like a pill container. I'd take a toke and throw my joint in the pill container, close it, so the wind would make my joint burn away while I held my toke in. I made every fucking toke count on every fucking joint, I gotta say. Oh, I know, because you don't have toke.
But,
You're real used to it, and I got it.
so you're just going to ignore the entire story I just told you.
Well, I don't know. I just go by my own experience and blend.
But you could
weren't getting
you
any
wouldn't
higher.
getting any higher than if you hadn't held your breath for more than 7 seconds. That's what I'm saying. You could have easily just stood there and breathed. Right?
And breathe it out.
Yeah, you could just breathe
Just
normally.
like a normal toke.
Just
You don't get any higher holding it in, is what he's
3 to
saying.
7 seconds. That's it.
Because your
Just
lungs
saying.
have little air pockets.
Alveolis.
Areolas. Your lungs have their own set of areolas. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Inside and out. So,
Just make sure. Oh, don't break the place, Alyssa. Just kidding.
well, maybe it'd be fun to hear where some of the people are from in the chat. Alyssa will maybe yell shit out to us as we go, but
Maybe I
let
got
us.
high off the lack of oxygen to my brain from holding my breath for the amount of time that I did.
Yeah, not the actual weed.
That could make sense. At least I would wait until I was doing the chicken on the ground, right? I had to
Doing the
before
chicken
that.
on the ground. I fucking love it.
It's always hyperventilation. There's no just regular ventilation. It's always hyperventilation. I'm ventilating.
Hype. Everyone's always hype.
People got to slow down. Don't be so hyper when you're ventilating.
It's coffee, man. Makes me go zing.
Yes, it does.
Zing.
Speaking of
Whee!
going zing, here in Canada, a major drug chain has formally applied to distribute medical marijuana. Shoppers Drug Mart, Canada's largest pharmacy chain, has formally applied to be a distributor for medical marijuana. Why don't we formally apply? How can we should do that? I don't know. You got to get dressed up, I guess. But
That's what dispensaries are for.
I
like,
could rent a tux. We could go down. We could formally apply.
And you can dance. You might have to dance, you know?
But
Well, where's this application form?
so yeah,
I'd like one.
Yeah. So here, as with Shoppers Drug Mart spokeswoman Tammy said, we have applied to be a licensed producer strictly for the purposes of distributing medical marijuana. We have no intentions of producing medical marijuana, but we do want the ability to dispense medical marijuana to our patients in conjunction with medical marijuana counseling from a medical marijuana pharmacist. She didn't say it all that many times, but it felt like it. No. We want the ability to dispense marijuana to our patients in conjunction with counseling from a pharmacist. Like, really? Like, really? They got 1,200 locations across Canada. They're fucking plugged in, ready to go. And they're a bunch of monsters. Nobody, they talk about that they're good for that job because they're already dealing with other controlled substances. They have experience dealing with other controlled substances. They don't say what their experiences have been. When 100,000 people a year in Canada die of complications with legally prescribed drugs that they get from the pharmacy. 100,000 people. And like you were saying just before the show, they don't even have a national registry to know how many. And people have been crying for that for a long time here in Canada. Shoppers Drug Mart has never once come out and said, we should have a national registry to find out how many people we're killing. No, Shoppers Drug Mart is not a responsible dispenser. They're responsible for destruction. They're responsible for all these deaths. They're fucking responsible for all the illegal pharmaceuticals on the streets. There was a woman here in Vancouver, stole or borrowed her friend's ID and went out there and went to 46 doctors and 49 pharmacies here in the Lower Mainland and got 23,000 Oxycontin pills. No shit. 23,000. She must have done that one day.
How the fuck? Like,
How
you gotta
the
be
fuck?
fucking kidding me, man.
How the fuck? No, this was in the news.
Yeah.
I'm
So that they
pretty
couldn't have. Yeah.
It's
That's fucked up.
terrible on every fucking level. I couldn't find anything good about what went down there because I'm pretty sure the woman ended up back in jail and the pharmacies and doctors were chastised for their role. Chastised. That's what they got for allowing 23,000 oxys out on the fucking streets. No one said they recovered any of those. But they were just chastised for being so responsible. And the reason that they were so irresponsible was just fucking ugly, I thought. Because I could just see this woman going to doctor after doctor, pharmacy after pharmacy, and not one of these people, there was almost 100 of them she dealt with, couldn't have fucking cared less about her. Couldn't have cared less about her. That's why they didn't look it up. They couldn't wait to get her away from their face. I'll sign anything, every doctor, get out of here. Just get the fuck out of here. And that's so sad. And good on her for taking advantage of you fucks. If I hope she made a few bucks before you caught her. Come on. Holy cow. And then to turn around and say bold-faced that you are somehow responsible for keeping us safe. There isn't a national registry to know if we are. Because you don't want one of those. Here's another thing about Shoppers Drug Mart. 1969, the owner of Shoppers Drug Mart came out and said, you know, there's people out here taking drugs that I didn't sell to them. He said, that's abuse. And he started the Council on Drug Abuse. He got together all the pharmacies, all the media, all these fucking cats to be against marijuana because they weren't taking drugs that he sold to them. And CODA, as it's known, Council on Drug Abuse, then was given the contract, I guess, to provide the prohibition bullshit that they teach in the school. This was written by an ex-police officer who was a member of CODA, right? And this is what Shoppers Drug Mart started, and that's been going on for what, 47 years? Since 1969. They've been always persecuting us, always trying to put us in jail, always promoting prohibition. Until fucking yesterday when they said, hey, we want to sell weed. Fuck you, Shoppers Drug Mart.
No kidding, hey?
I'll go in there, fuck you, is all I'll say to you all day long. I'll stand there outside your store and say, fuck you. You lying, hurtful motherfuckers, right? You're going to atone for this. You want to come play with marijuana, we're going to expose you. We're going to expose the dangers that you present to society. And I don't want my weed anywhere near you fucks.
No. I would
Nowhere
never buy
near
weed from
you.
Shoppers Drug Mart.
No.
If it even went through. Nor the liquor store, nor fucking anywhere else. I'll get it
No.
from my fucking local dispensary. Or mom pop, whichever one.
They're all drooling over the profits because the profits are fucking wicked and prohibition priced. Right? This is what they all want. Shoppers Drug Mart isn't interested in getting involved in this if they were to know that the real price of marijuana is going to drop out of the fucking market here. Unless you restrict it. If you restrict how much is grown, you restrict how much people can have and where they can get it, the price stays high. That's fucked up. That is not done with any other commodity in our world here. It's just not done that way. So we'll find our way out from under that, I'm pretty sure, because it's quite immoral to fucking do that to a substance out of the blue for no apparent reason. But here's the thing I thought about as I was out there responding to these stories all morning. I get up really early in the morning and write fucking comments on this shit.
I know a few people like that.
Well, I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't want to just read the stories and get all
Love it.
infuriated. So.
Yeah.
But here's the thing I thought about. Here, and a lot of people in Canada will be very happy to have marijuana available at pharmacies and liquor stores. They're going to be very happy for that because that's where they go all the time.
I was just going to say, because they can do everything in one store.
Because you go to the booze store, get all soaked up in booze, and that is making you really unhealthy. This is why you're ending up having to go to the doctor to get him to manage all the damage the booze is doing to you. Yeah. He's going to give you a bunch of pills that have a bunch of side effects. He's going to give you more pills to treat those side effects, and you are fucked. Right? No. Better have the dispensary some distance from the liquor store so that if you want marijuana, come and get it, and the walk will probably do you some good.
Yeah, and then on your way.
Right? Because eventually, if you smoke enough weed, you won't drink any more booze. You won't have to go to the doctor. So having marijuana in the liquor store is bad business for the liquor store. Start telling everybody that. You want to put it in with your booze, you're going to not sell as much booze. Start telling them that. You're not going to sell as many of your drugs. Tell Merck and Pfizer, you're not going to sell as many drugs. You let these people put marijuana in here, and they won't in a heartbeat. They'll fucking
all about
run
money
away
for
from it.
them.
It's all about money for everybody. The fucks. It's crazy out there when it comes to legalizing. If you read the stories, it's just nuts. These are adults that are running our affairs, that are childish in their approach and wicked in their in their resolve. They're out there just doing wicked shit, and everybody wants to dive on marijuana and prey upon it for one reason or another. It's open season on marijuana. It's like the Bugs Bunny cartoon. He keeps putting up duck season, and he keeps blowing his bill around his head. That's what I feel like. You go, no, it's not duck season.
It's itchy.
I'm not even going to explain what I'm seeing down here either. It's not it's not her hand.
Fucking itchy.
It's not her hand making that noise.
So itchy. It sucks.
So,
My tattoo's really itchy.
what do we got? No marijuana burning.
I can't wait till it's healed.
Oh, it's a tattoo itch.
Yes.
Okay, well.
And it's really bad. Fuck.
What is it?
Those guys are just watching me slap.
Oh, yeah, the fish tank's full of male fish today.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, they're schooling up out there. Oh, no, there's a female fish.
Oh.
Hidden, like J-Mac.
Yeah. Totally. Totally.
Perhaps we might introduce...
Very fucking hidden.
Yeah, perhaps we might introduce them.
No. I'm like, no.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Here's the fish.
No.
Fish.
Oh.
And use them as deodorant.
Here was an interesting thing too, coming out of where else but Alberta, the most conservative area of Canada for those who are from Florida. Find anybody in the chat? Where are they from? Come on. Where are you from? Really?
Germany.
Listening to a lot of Rammstein lately. They're from Germany. Brazil's in the house.
Brazil.
Really?
Brazil.
I guess people could say anything, eh? They could be all from just
They could be around the corner and
They're
they're
all-
like, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Like,
Every time
okay,
they
yeah.
come on, they're from somewhere else. Well, Calgary's in Alberta.
Hi, Calgary.
Now, speaking of Alberta, and I was the only one that was, but the Alberta Justice Minister, Tammy, is that her name? No, Kathleen. She went to and traveled to Colorado. She went down there to see about this marijuana stuff that she heard about going on in Colorado. So off she went down. She took a plane, for God's sakes. One of the few people from Alberta ever taken a plane out of anywhere. Kathleen, she traveled to Colorado last week to talk to U.S. officials about how they dealt with the legalization of marijuana in their state. That was her whole mission. Well, the ladies of the town gathered up the night before, and they made her a nice dinner and knitted her, made her a quilt to take along for the trip.
Or a horse blanket.
Yeah. Anyway, so off she went to get her. The priority for Alberta is to get a regulatory framework in place to ensure
Regulatory.
that pot stays out of the hands of kids and that the provincial roadways remain safe for drunk drivers.
Wait a minute. What?
It's Alberta, for God's sakes.
Fucking God.
Everybody's drinking and driving.
joke.
The whole fucking province, for God's sakes. Anybody who owns a car in Alberta and drinks is drinking and driving. The distances are vast. I don't see people on the streets in Calgary walking home from the bar.
No, they're driving home from
They're
the bar.
whipping up onto McLeod Trail and fucking being
They're off road now.
yeah. So, Kathleen, it really did highlight the number of different systems that have to move together on this, Kathleen said, citing health, justice, fire safety, zoning, regulation of the plants themselves, right? Right. And not to mention all the boots, the nice boots and hats.
Yeah.
However, she said Colorado didn't experience any of the dramatic changes that many were predicting before legalization, which I found kind of interesting. An actual government official of ours went down there and saw it like it was. She said it didn't solve all of the problems or become a cash cow the way some of the proponents would suggest. But it also didn't result in some massive upswing in criminal behavior the way some detractors suggested. Tax revenues were sufficient to cover the cost of enforcement, and with some money left over to cover small projects at a municipal level, and to get some new Colorado clothes for Kathleen. No, she said that the much cited statistics about impaired driving cases doubling is overblown. The number of those impaired charges based on marijuana compared to alcohol are so minuscule that it's not having a huge impact. Huh. Kathleen traveled to Colorado on Thursday. And she took along one staff member not to be named. The cost of the 3-day trip was estimated at over just $4,000. That was the story in the Calgary Herald.
Really have nothing going on
But-
over there, do they?
That was interesting, though. Like I say, it's the very first Canadian government official that came back and went, it's not been a big deal at all. Not a big deal about impaired driving, which is the two, and not all the statistics suggest that the use of young people in marijuana is down, and that's all they got. Keep it out of the hands of kids and no mayhem on the highway. So I don't know. I think it's interesting, fairly encouraging, and it was a fine story. I thought, well written in a kind of a gingham sort of way, or a country sort of way, Little House on the Prairie. Right?
Sort of way.
Not a sort of way, really that way. No, a new study appears that medical marijuana is not a lure for kids. Right? Kids who live in states with legal medical marijuana are not more likely to smoke pot. But it was weird, this study. However, the study did find that
They
people...
understand that legal or illegal, kids who want to try something are going to fucking try it.
What?
That is just life. Regardless of what the fuck it is, regardless if it's cannabis and it's saving so many other people's lives, if someone wants to fucking try it, they're gonna fucking try it. Making it illegal or legal does not fucking stop them. Just saying.
Just saying.
Did you just fucking give your fucking head a shake?
We'll give you a moment.
Go ahead, I'll wait.
We'll
Shake
wait while you shake your head. Well, of course, right? Kids try everything, and parents are pretty much helpless to do anything about it, really. And
Legal
what
or
the fuck?
illegal, though, it's just gonna happen.
And some kids
Focus
aren't-
on the good. Focus on the fact that it's saving so many people's lives and that it's medicine for a lot of fucking people. Focus on that.
And not all kids are destined to make it. Really,
Let's be real here.
come on, no, I don't know. What can you do? But no, it's just false nonsense about their overt concern about our kids, of course, right? Because we know that virtually everything else is more dangerous than marijuana. For
And that's
fuck's
why, though.
sakes.
That's why they're making a big deal of it.
That's right.
They
'cause-
know if the whole world eventually started to smoke marijuana and we all smoked marijuana, we wouldn't need their fucking drugs and all their fucking shit. This is all we would fucking need, and they wouldn't fucking make any more money. Easy as that.
Yes. And I don't know. This stupid study here, I'm very suspicious what they suggested in here. The answer appears to be no, that young people are not more apt to be smoking marijuana in places where medical marijuana is legal, but the study did find that people over 25 were smoking more marijuana after the laws took effect. Only people over 25. In all the states where it became legal to smoke marijuana, it became legal for people 21 and over. But their study found that all those people waited 4 years till they were 25 to smoke marijuana. No, it's fucking suspicious because of this nonsense about your brain not finishing developing till you're 25.
Right?
Yeah, very suspicious. I find that this is
Like,
coming out
please.
in a study that your brain, nobody knows enough about your brain to know anything. Like, I learned something new yesterday. How the fuck did that happen if my brain stopped developing 25 when I was 25? How did I ever get married a second time? No, I didn't. But, you know, like, what the fuck does this mean? Your brain doesn't stop developing to 25. What does it even mean? They haven't even chosen to explain what that means.
I've said it before, and I'll say it 1,000 times. Some of the smartest people I know are like the biggest potheads.
Yeah,
The
they have brains
smartest
about this
people I
big.
know, man. Like, so fucking smart. Seriously.
So, I don't know. I found it very suspicious in this little study that they started all of a sudden talking about how unusual it was that it was people waited till they were 25 to start smoking. Then they must know their own brain development. But they've been drinking for 4 or 5 years, for fuck's sakes. They're already gone to the doctor because they got whiskey dick. Looking for Viagra now because they're
Limp dick.
so drunk, right? And they'll get their Viagra, and that'll cause some other problems with their heart, and then they'll have to get on to some other sick fucking thing. Then they'll die young because they were drinking.
Drinkers.
And then I'm getting tired of it. I get tired of the hypocrisy here in my world, like people at every turn, and all these wicked industries like the pharmacy and alcohol industry lobbying against the legalization of marijuana in any fucking way, you fucks, you destructive motherfuckers, especially the booze. I'm getting really tired of that, and I'm going to start yapping about it more, because fuck you. You got the right to go and get drunk and wreck my fucking world.
Kill a bunch of people.
Shut the fuck up. You don't put child-proof lids on any of your booze. Till you do, shut the fuck up. Don't overregulate my marijuana. Demand it be in plain packaging when you got bubble gum on the fucking label
And
of yours.
cupcakes.
You fucks. I'm going to take plain packaged marijuana as soon as it comes out and march right down to the booze store, maybe where I bought the marijuana. And I'll walk to the bubblegum vodka and I'll take a picture and I'll sue you motherfuckers. How about that?
Yeah. How about that?
Well, that's what's going to happen. People are going to get sued, and that's where it should go if they're going to go down this path. They need to be woken up, and that's the only way people really, really care about it, all right, is in their wallet. You know, here's the scariest thing about legalizing marijuana.
I'm already scared.
Are you scared? You
Yeah.
should be. Marijuana legalization may have an unexpected result in drug smuggling now to Mexico.
Good. They need some better weed down there. Poor fuckers.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
No, that's the new concern. That's the increased availability of high-quality California marijuana, coupled with the relative ease with which marijuana can be carried over the border from the north, means that more of the
From the
drug
north.
could start to move south into Mexico. Huh. This is why. How could anyone think that's a bad thing? At all. Right?
I
Mexico.
really don't understand it.
Like, I really don't. Like, wouldn't you think that if the marijuana was going from the United States to Mexico, that maybe the cartels weren't getting so much money now? Right? They weren't killing so many people? Because you got to get the weed from the States now, whole new ball game. They don't own the States, right? It's way better business, I think.
It's way better business.
Yeah. And, like Kush Queen said, way better weed. So,
Well,
it's
yeah.
a win-win.
No
Plus,
one wants
the tourists
to frickin'
that go
smoke
there.
seeds and stems when they
Yeah.
go to Mexico. Fucking go
So
lay in their
there's-
beautiful sand.
I think there's 3 states. California and Arizona have it on the ballot this coming November to legalize marijuana that borders Mexico. So I don't think Mexico's too worried about the smuggling that's going to come in from Arizona as much as them having a fucking floodgate opened at both those borders to start pouring their own marijuana through. Or to legalize it themselves and then start a whole industry of Mexican marijuana being good again. And that's going to happen really easy and fast, right? So no matter what people think about Mexican marijuana over the years, it will be again exceptional. So the things you fucking read that marijuana is not gonna, the big worry is we're going to smuggle it back into Mexico.
We're all for it.
Crazy. So I don't know. They're all going berserk too over the testing of marijuana, and I gotta say that most of the stories that I read about the dangers of untested marijuana are really coming from these fucking testing labs. Steep Hill Labs is one of them for sure. That's out there crying the sky is falling because there's pesticides on marijuana that they're testing. That's not right to have those people who actually do the test crying that the marijuana needs to be tested. Steep Hill Labs was involved in probably the legalization process in all the states, Washington, Oregon, and fucking Colorado, and Alaska, to make sure that all the marijuana gets tested, right? And now marijuana is undergoing way more scrutiny and safety testing than your fucking food does. For no apparent reason. Kush Queen knows.
Fucking rights I do.
She's nodding her approval in time with the music, for God's sake.
No, I'm actually doing the
so
pee
in-
dance.
I'm
If we're
in
gonna
the
be
pee
fucking
dance.
real.
Well,
I gotta pee.
we're not going to be real.
We're not gonna be real. Oh my god.
We got 20 more minutes of stuff.
Fuck that.
Hey, what are you, Fat Boy Slim? Fuck that. Do the strut. What the fuck, eh?
The pee strut out the door.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's coincidentally all I got. And that brings us to the alarm, which says you're...
It's National I Care About You Day. Someone was just letting me know that they care about me.
Oh, is that right? I thought
So cute.
I thought her parking was up.
It is though. My meter is up, like at
Well.
5:11. So I should probably get going.
All right. Well, it is 5:06.
It
so
is.
It did work out pretty good. Because that's really all I got.
What a fun show.
It was fun.
Al, you missed out, man. We missed
Al
you.
said he might be watching at home.
If you are, hi, miss you, love you.
Yeah. And yeah, thanks a lot for everybody joining us again. Taking time out in your day to listen to what the fuck we have to say.
I know, right?
Like, really? I've had some really nice compliments this week about the show, heartfelt, and made me feel really good about how they felt about seeing the show. So I do appreciate people tuning in.
We love you.
And yeah, we're thrilled to be here to be able to do it, and hope it helps a little bit. Thanks a lot to Alyssa's behind the scenes here, flipping the switches and spinning the dials, and we
She's our
appreciate
favorite.
that. All the ladies and J-Mac that join us. Everybody's gone.
Oh, they left. Janice is still here, though.
Janice is still here, yeah. And she's,
She has no choice. I'm driving her.
she's all the
To the
ladies.
end.
Yeah. Really?
Thank you. Thanks for that, guys.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, well, we're happy to be here, and thanks to Kush Queen for coming down from the mountain.
Yeah, absolutely. I love being here.
And
Favorite day of the week.
do check us out here at Cannabis Culture Headquarters in downtown Vancouver. Open every day, damn it. We're in the back with Vancouver Seed Bank. We can check us out online too at vancouverseedbank.ca. And you can order everything online or come down and see us. So 2 floors of smoking fun. And that's all we got.
Yeah.
And other stuff.
Bye.
So yeah, I'm Marijuana Man. Thanks for coming. I will say peace
Peace and pot.
and pot. This is some LSD and some White Widow.